All right, so this is a full moon in Gemini, which is yours, Gemini. So it's just reevaluating a lot of aspects of your life because it's not a super moon, so we only have three cards here. We don't have the extra cards or the seven cards or the eight cards. We only have three. So we'll see what's going on here. There is some notes I took in order to elaborate on certain aspects of your life. They could uh, resonate, maybe they won't, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, the first card is going to be what frame of mind or identity are you outgrowing? We have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is kind of like a mirror. So, the time in which you stare deeply into yourself throughout the behavior of others, your merits and weak points can be found. Sometimes flaws of an upset person will cause you to reflect upon self. So I feel like this was triggered by a self um, issue with somebody else. And then you found yourself in the same position. And it's kind of like it's either the same situation or it's similar in some ways. So we have mastering an internship, study, or new skill. We have internship in media, entry level job in communications or media, or an ideal partner, a soulmate enters. So you're gonna go from woe is me to oh shit, that's pretty cool. Like you're gonna better yourself in some way. Okay, it doesn't have to be in media. It could be in your dream job, or it could be in a scenario that you never thought would happen. But under this full moon, anything can happen until January. It's like a wish moon. It's fun. Since it's a full moon and doesn't have like any super moon tendencies, it's it's kind of giving you possibilities in an endeavor or rebuilding self acceptance or self encouragement. So it's all good in the hood. All right. So anyway, how to release this a little bit every day. We have the Magician. Okay, so the Magician, um, how to release this a bit more every day. There's an improvement of an unexpected situation. The key to success is to change your perception. When you change the way your life and thinking is completely, it is very likely that your situation will improve for the better. And good luck will come your way. It is important to say yes or no clearly to certain situations, opportunities, and instances of life. So, I just feel like. Have you ever seen that movie Yes Man with Jim Carrey? I watch a lot of Jim Carrey movies, so it's like. Like, he says yes for like the whole, I guess, week or month or whatever. And he gets himself into scenarios, situations, and opportunities he wouldn't likely be in because he's more of a pessimist in the movie. So he says yes, yes, yes to all these things. And, it becomes a very endearing story. And I feel like that's kind of what you have to do, but with discernment, I feel like there's some things that you can't do because religious beliefs or whatever. But yeah, there could be opportunities for you that you'll get some good deals or you might get a new opportunity as far as a job's concerned that you always wanted to do. But you have to kind of do that throughout this month and next month or throughout the year if you want. But get into the habit of kind of making decisions based on your life and your lifestyle, with discernment, of course. Um, I don't want anybody blindly saying yes to things that they probably wouldn't do otherwise, but within reason, it's good. So, the truth that you're reconnecting to, we have the Lovers, which would also be Gemini, so, yin yang, Gemini, stuff like that. Um, so, losing confidence, there's confusion. If you can't make it to a scheduled event, You can't arrange it for a different time. Take a short break and think about the following. Are you being stubborn, or are you considering the other party's feelings, or are you a coward? So with yours, you have the mirror, you have the through, which is gaining knowledge about a particular thing that will make you more of a mature person, and you have a maze. A maze means that you're not quite sure who you are. Usually it's like you're trying to have a clear mind about it, and you're trying to be certain about the yes no answers in your life. But I feel like you might just be maneuvering at the moment. Okay, does that make sense? Um, but it's a point of growing. It's not like, oh shit, I have to fucking make life choices now. No, you have to know yourself. You have to be like, well, I'm going to use discernment and I'm going to have safe answers. That's fine. You know who you are. If you're the type of person that likes a little action, you might say a lot of yes to a lot of things that you wouldn't usually, but you're up for the experience, which is fine. And then there's people that say yes and no quite often, or quite often as not, which is kind of a mixed bag. They know who they are to a point of strict obligation to religion or self, or just to life experiences. They don't want to waste their time on trivial things. They don't want to do things that are going to be outside of the realm of their personality, which is fine. But, like, you have to know who yourself is. Are you strictly religious? Are you strictly for fun? Are you strictly like you can't be bothered? Maybe you're having more of a comforting type of existence. And that's fine too. Like, you have to know who yourself is. Like, are you an introvert? Are you an extrovert? I myself am an extrovert. I get myself into trouble sometimes. But it's fun to acknowledge the possibility. Okay? But you have to know yourself. You can't put yourself in a situation that you wouldn't otherwise do on your own, or you haven't thought about doing. Okay? It kind of builds up self-esteem that way. If you're like, "Oh, I always wanted to do that." Yes, let's do that today. But given the opportunity, would you do it, or would you not do it? Like, if you wouldn't do it if given the opportunity, that's not part of your personality. Plain and simple. Okay? So, we do have the deer here. The deer is more an approach to innocence, or more laid back, comfort. Also, strength and force. So there's strength in your personality now, and there could also be a force. So, like, you could be more of a I'm going to get this no matter what type of situation, or you're going to be more aggressive towards stuff that you need or want. So, it's going to be interesting, because if the opportunity isn't for you, it's going to be a no. And I don't know how being forceful with it is going to work out. It could be a bit of a negative experience for you. But anyway, Gemini, hopefully it helped and you enjoy this full moon while it lasts. And make decisions based on personality, not of what the group wants. Okay. Anyway, I have to go see what my cats knocked over again. They seem to be knocking over a lot of my measuring cups off the table, so we'll see which measuring cup they knocked over this time. Anyway, I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourself, take care of everyone, and I will see you in the next video, okay? Bye.